It is week
Today,
11, game number 10 of the 2021 NFL season.
Denver.
It is between the
This
Miami
is
Dolphins
football
going up against the
on
Denver
Sports.
Broncos from Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to let this go and see you after the game.
We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And off we go from Denver. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And I like what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was
snacks.
just going to say.
That's where I go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Lock to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Lock. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Lock on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Locke. They'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get to the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they give up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And then making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2 and now on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they can is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they stopped him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a great priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes out. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
His old brain remembers when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, What are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, now allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Shaquem Grant back deep for Miami. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got a lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Van Breda. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gaskin. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him about the 28. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Block working out of the gun. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. To throw again on second down. Lock. They'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins going to burn their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First down, Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the timing of good off that time as that one falls to the ground. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. That's caught by Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And at points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an updated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a very strong first half for our rookie quarterback. His guys lead, though by only a goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for the second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Setting the throw on first down is Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to try and go deep again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
If defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving it with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provide a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To go for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. You don't keep abreast of what you're doing. You lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. A nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Parker, left side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Parker sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Let's see who's faster.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage. But since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for the Dolphins' first down. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they get momentum going, so you don't have a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage, throw another play at them while you got them locked on their heels.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to get that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. They've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be knocked down deep on Miami's side of the field. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Block now to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear a lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. The offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're back with the field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Following the pickup of 4, and here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they get this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Yeah, guys, they have it. The Dolphins are winners over the Broncos 10-7. Got in the stream. And I'll be back with another one after when I set this one up. This is gonna be my last live stream right after this one, so be right back.